Today's campaign is all about unrealistic targets set by the banking industry. The finance sector has gone through its worst reputation it's had in living memory. There is a recession going on, and at the same time bank workers whose average salary is about £17,000 are being told that they've got to hit targets that have not been adjusted because of the recession, the lack of confidence in the finance sector, and that's unrealistic targets. They were unrealistic before and they're certainly unrealistic now.
So without further ado, we're going to launch our annual finance industry Fat Cat Games, where fat cats of the finance sector will go head to head with ordinary hard-working finance workers.
It's part of the steering committee that are organising the national campaign. Thought this would be a good idea, and absolutely a bit of fun, but with a serious message, so happy to take part.
Can I ask our competitors to take their places at the starting line? Fat Cat bankers, are you ready? Ordinary bank workers, are you ready? On your marks, get set. Oh, wait a minute, sorry, the management seems to have a problem here. Looks like we've got some trouble in the starting line, I think. Yes. Unfortunately, I've just been told that Kay from IT has been disqualified from the race. It seems that her job has been offshore and she's now surplus to requirements.
Our members are not well paid in many cases and are potentially going to lose their jobs. There's been job losses announced throughout the sector, another 5,000 this week, and we think it's time that we need to tell the public exactly what's going on in our companies and how much pressure our workers are under.
So let's pick up where we left off as the competitors get ready once again at the starting line. On your marks, get set, and they're off. Chris and Kay making a promising start as they come up to the first obstacle, the hoops. Jumping through hoops, as you know, is all in a day's work for finance workers, and they all seem to be getting through those first hoops no problem. But wait, management seem to have decided that the hoops need to be much higher for Kay and Chris, and they're now having a few problems. Meanwhile, Eric, Fred and Stephen are sailing through those challenges, and we're on to the next part of the race where everyone is avoiding the sack. However, management are not about to let Kay and Chris away with that one, and they're being ordered back to get hold of those sacks or else. Meanwhile, the Fat Cats are sailing through with nobody to monitor, challenge them or tell them what to do.
It's simply immoral that the people at the top end can continue to use what is our money as taxpayers to suck the life out of the finance sector. So we are looking at issues like whether there should be a maximum pay imposed in the banking sector. We're looking at whether there should be a minimum pay rate. We're looking at making sure that all elements of bonus structures, performance management actually come onto the negotiating table with trade unions, so that the hundreds and thousands of people who work in this sector actually get a real voice.
I'm Tim Cockcroft, I'm workplace representative for Royal Bank. Really here just to support the cause.
Meanwhile, it looks like our Fat Cats have decided to have a break. And of course, I forgot, it's time for their champagne and cigars. All in a day's work for the banking Fat Cats.
I'm a bank worker. All I did last year was turn an ATM or upgrade an ATM network, but still my bonus got cut for the press's idea of what was going on. It's so important that that we're not sort of cast in the same shadow as the fat cat bankers who are earning millions.
Claire and Chris are still working hard to catch up. It looks like management are still trying to obstruct them. They're jumping forward in their sacks. Hurry up, you've got your targets to meet.
The impact of those targets not being reached is ultimately dismissal. This is not just Lloyds Banking Group, it's Royal Bank of Scotland, it's all finance sector.
It's becoming harder and harder for everyone within the branch network to reach their targets. We're going to be called in a lot more, I think, to represent and try and help out.
2 years ago it was a fair weather country. You know, everything was booming. Now there's a recession on. People can't afford to buy products from the banks at this moment in time, but the targets are still there for individuals.
It's really quite sad because these people are pushed to the limit as it is. So it's just becoming unachievable.
What we're saying is change the targets to good service rather than high sales.
But oh dear, management, I've got one more surprise in store for the ordinary banking workers, and it looks like the bad cats are set to sail all the way to the finishing line. No obstacles in their way.
Certainly over the last 8-9 years, it's been a constant battle with targets being pushed on and on and on and on, bonuses being cut back and back and back and back. For the people who are actually doing the real work, the people who are facing the customers.
Anyone would think that we're not in the middle of a recession around here with all that cash. Look at those big fat golden bonuses. Our ordinary bank workers, well, they won't go away empty-handed either. Management are giving them performance improvement plans.
People very much trusted their employer, banking employees. What we're finding now, post-credit crunch if you like, is that people feel massively let down. They feel very angry about what's happened in the industry. They thought they did have, a solid, rock-solid pension, job for life. They were prepared to put up with a lot in exchange for that. Now we have a climate where they're feeling growing job insecurity, increasing targets, there is change happening all around. They feel very, very let down by the people who have been running their industry.
But wait, what's going on here? It seems that our bankish bank worker from the start of the race has been organising her colleagues into the union.
All the major companies, banks and building societies and insurance companies have Unite membership. But this year particularly we have seen an influx of new members come to the union as people have decided to look for the protection and the collective power that they can get from a trade union as they found that they're under attack. Their jobs are under attack, their bonuses are under attack, and their livelihoods are under attack, and they know that by joining the union and by working together within Unite they can help to protect themselves at work for their long-term future.
Yes, the workers have got together and they're forcing the back cats down.
When you actually see what's become of the financial sector, everyone's worried, and I think that will definitely grow our numbers within the union.
And they're sharing out the money among everyone.
As a union, as Unite, what we're saying to those workers is if you want to make change happen, then you do have the power to make it happen, but you need to get in a union, you need to get organised, and you need to start shouting as loudly as you can to make that change happen.